Hello and welcome to Radically Aligned. Oh, I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. My name's Vicky Chisholm. I'm going to be your host. We're going to be exploring all things alignment in business and in your soul. We're going to be bringing together some amazing episodes to help you cultivate the alignment that works for you so you can have soul-aligned business success. But more importantly, we're also going to be bringing in guests for interviews so you can learn not just from me, but from experts all over the world. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited to have you here today. We are going all in with being magnetic. Okay, I'm only kidding. Right, being magnetic. What does it mean to you? Why do you need to be it? Why do you need to feel it? How can you bring this into your business to magnify your results and create more change in those that are desperate for you and your services or products, whatever they may be? Who knows, right? Okay, anyway, back on track. Being magnetic. What does that really mean? I want to break this down. We want to go deep into this. We want to absolutely break open the hatchet here and see, what does it mean to you? Not me, you. When you are elevated, when you are in your most positive and empowering state of being, that's when you're magnetic. That's when you get to create change. That's when you become the leader, the go-to, the expert, the CEO, the thought leader, the change maker, the visionary. Because you understand what it is that you want to do and how you're going to do it. And let's face it, right? If you don't know, how does anybody else know? How can anybody else get into your space? How can anybody else come and work with you if you are not leaning in to the magic of you? They can't. And you can't. And then the spiral just goes totally out of proportion. And then you're the one left twiddling your thumbs, twiddling your fingers, feeling really freaking shitty. So I say, let's change that. Let's actually unpick what being magnetic means in business. Now, you may be new to my world. You may have listened to all the episodes so far. Maybe you've even bought my book. The Radically Aligned book is on Amazon. It is a #1 Amazon bestseller. And today I want to talk to you about chapter 10, 9 even, chapter 9. Chapter 10's the next episode, but chapter 9 is all about being magnetic, planning and taking action. When you know what it is that you want, when you know how to bring people to you, just by being you, that's when you become magnetic. You no longer have to put on this mask. You no longer have to put on the fluffing up your feathers and trying to be all the things to all the people and ended up on your backside with nothing, okay? Being magnetic means you stand in your power. You know where you're going. You know your messaging. You know your offer suite. You know the products. You know everything there is to know about your business and where you're going and the bigger vision and how that's all going to come together. And you have unshakable confidence and conviction that no matter what, you're going to make it happen. That is when you attract the right clients into your space. Now, of course, there are other things you can do here. You can hire a copywriter to help you be magnetic. You can hire an alchemist, just in case you're looking. You can hire an alchemist to help you alchemize the energies. You can hire a strategist to help you plan out how to make this happen. Of course, you can bring people in. But I still will go back to the basics with you, okay? What do you want? And what does it look like for you to be there? Being magnetic is not just a flip of the switch. I'm going to be magnetic. I'm going to call in all of my dream clients and my life is going to be fucking amazing. It doesn't work like that. You can only pull people towards you if you're holding the energy of trust in yourself. Okay? You can set the intention with the universe that you want to bring in all of these amazing people into your space to pay you money and to drive you forward. But if you're not doing it from the right intention, the right energy, you're going to attract the wrong people in, and then that's going to feel really shit. My hand is going up here. I'm going to raise my hand because I'm going to tell you it's exactly what I did. It's exactly what I've learned not to do. And that's exactly why I've created a whole chapter on it inside my book. Because being magnetic is not this big, shiny thing that you just do and you're over it, okay? It is something you have to work at. Now, that I've seen entrepreneurs be in business for 10, 20, and 30 years. And the thing is, it's an ever-changing experience. Because as you grow, as a person, as an individual, navigating life, things inside you begin to change. As you get older, you let go of the things that used to once cripple you with anxiety. As you gain more wisdom and clarity, you start releasing all the things that you once held on to. So I've never really been truly like materialistic. It's just not in my, it's not in my blood. It's not really what I want. I love the simple things in life. I love going on the beach. I love sitting in the sunshine. I love listening to the rain. I don't need lots of things to make me feel good in who I am and where I'm going. But for me to be magnetic to my dream clients, they need to connect with me here, because I can't work with those that are not heart-centered. It doesn't work. It ends up in disaster, in fact. Tried and tested. Yep, I have that t-shirt too. But that's okay, because this is what business is around, right? It's about learning and growing. And I'm a firm believer in, if you fail every day, I guarantee you learn a new lesson every day. The more you learn, the more you grow, the more you evolve, the more experience you're going to have, and the more empowered you're going to feel. I've failed more times than I am old enough to fail. Okay. I've also learned a lot. I've also achieved a lot. I've also achieved more in very short spaces of time than most people achieve in an entire lifetime. And for that, I'm very proud of myself. But does that make me magnetic? Does that make me be that person that people want to flock to? No. Because I am unique in who I am and what I stand for. My messaging and my energy is so potent, those that are not ready for me will be well over there. I repel people, but I also attract people. But I'm happy to repel people, but I also want to attract people. You see, the right people in the right vibe and the right energy will come to you. So your job is learning what that is. When you're going through business life, and business experience as it is never an easy journey, because everybody's path is different. When I first started in business in 2012, I didn't have an absolute clue what I was doing. But Betty bottom dollar, I turned that £10 an hour into a six-figure business. Yes, I did. From someone who had zero self-worth, just wanted to work for free because asking for money was like the worst thing on the planet you could ever ask me to do, to then actually owning who I am, taking back my power and saying, actually, if I was going into a paid job to do something, I'm still exchanging skill and time for money there. So I can do it again here. And that's what you're doing when you're in business. So whether you're a 4, 5, 6, 7, or even a 8 or 9-figure business owner, you're going to go through that transactional period of, actually, I'm exchanging time and money for the skill sets, the experience, and all that I bring to the table. Now, when I work with my clients, I give a lot. I give so much. We do the energy work, we do the strategy work, we do the business development planning, we do the deep dive. We go there to the dark places that you don't want to go to, because I know if we do that, your transformational journey is going to be so much more rewarding than if I just give you a strategy and tell you to go and do it. You being magnetic in your business is what is going to light you up or not. You get to decide. So if you haven't bought my book already, chapter 10 is all about being magnetic. More importantly, about being able to plan and take action. Okay. So if you've gone through other aspects of my book, and if you haven't, let me just quickly recap, right? We go through radical alignment of knowing what you want, who you want to work with, what's the bigger picture, what you want to offer, the pricing, the marketing, the messaging, abundance and how you attract it, and so much more. But today, in today's chapter of the book, I want to share a little something else with you. Something where you get to change the story. Somewhere where you get to reclaim your power. Somewhere where you get to be you. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to just reflect and answer this question. If I was magnetic to my bigger vision, who would I be? Where would I go? What would I do? And just allow those answers to come to you. Allow yourself to breathe in. Allow yourself to be in the moment. Allow yourself to dream bigger. And as you tap into this, I want you to just take a moment again and just ask, what is my bigger vision? What is it? What is it I really want to do? Do I want to leave a legacy? Do I want to just run a successful business because that's what people tell you should do? Do I want to really, truly help people? What is your purpose for being in business and for the bigger picture? I fully believe when you know what that is, you will start attracting the opportunities towards you. But what I hear and see is a lot of people thinking they know what they want, and in actual fact, they haven't got a freaking clue. And yes, it drives me insane. It drives me totally and utterly freaking bonkers. Because I know the magic ingredient is in that clarity. I know the magic ingredient is in the bigger picture, not just the here and the now. I know that for you to be magnetic, you've got to shift out of scarcity. You've got to shift out of lack. You've got to shift out of poverty. You've got to expand that consciousness and grow. But you can't do that if you're stuck. You can't do that if you don't see the bigger vision of where you're going and what that's going to look like, who's going to benefit, not just you. I know full well you didn't just come into business to start a business and make money. It's not what you did it for. You did it for time freedom. You did it for financial reasons as well, but you also did it to make an impact. 99% of the clients that come into my space want to make an impact, but they get in their own way. I'd say about 80% get in their own way. By allowing the ego, the logic, the disconnection, the lack of empowerment to keep them stuck in resistance. And this is what I want to change. And I want to help you make that change today. Where are you holding resistance and fear against that bigger vision? And how can you become more magnetic to it? So I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey now, okay? I want to go back to when I first started this journey of understanding law of attraction, what it meant, how you could embody it and embrace it. And my journey started all the way back when, I would say probably about 2013, 2014. I've been in my business just over a year, started meeting people, started to get a bit more of a life outside of four walls and parenthood. And I started getting really intrigued about the secret and understanding the mind. And back at that time, I was taught through watching various things online, well, if you can imagine it, you can have it. So in my brain, I was like, I want to play this game. I want to manifest. I want to have everything that I want. And I want to have it like this. Snap my fingers, on demand manifestations. Yes, please. So I went all in. And I mean, all in. I did affirmations. I journaled every day. I told the universe, this is what I want. This is what I'm going for. The problem is the manifestations didn't happen for me. And I didn't understand why, because I was ticking all the freaking boxes. And I'll tell you what really happened. Logically, I was doing what they told me to do. But subconsciously, my programming wouldn't allow it. So instead of being a magnet for what I wanted, I was repelling it. And I still do every so often. There's different layers to this, you know. So what we did was I went on a journey. It was 2017. I started learning about energy psychology. And then as I was going through energy psychology, I decided to learn Reiki. Suddenly, I'm now learning how to shift energy and how energy works. This journey changed my freaking life, right? This journey took me from being hidden, lost, to being magnetic to what I wanted. So let's just roll on through to 2017. It was the first time that I ever remembered that I had manifested anything into my life. And I made a decision that I was going to learn to ride a motorbike. From that decision, I won the money to do it all within 3 days. But yep, you heard that right, within 3 days. Now, the difference between that decision and my previous decisions was this particular quote. Don't know when, don't know how, but it is going to happen. When I made that decision, because I didn't know when and I didn't know how, but it was going to happen, I allowed the universe to co-create with me because I let go of the outcome. So what happens when I'm working with these beautiful, amazing souls? They have this massive, big vision, but they put a lot of emotional pressure and tension on it, and then that stops them from receiving it. And then in turn, they're left feeling disempowered, deflated, filled with doubt. My hand is up. Been there, done that. And still to this day, have to remind myself to get out of my own way, right? It's just the way it is. Because you have to constantly work with what it is you want, why you want it, but why you're holding on to the emotion of, if this happened, then there would be a bigger meaning to it. We've got to take that emotional meaning out if you want to be magnetic and attract what you want. Being magnetic doesn't mean that you come at your business with desperation. It doesn't mean that you come at your business with fear and doubt. It means you feel the fear, you get excited about it, you look it in the eye, and you say, I'm more powerful than you are. And you get to do that every single day, even in the days when you don't feel like it. So I encourage you to go and look at your bigger vision. Look at what really scares you. Do the energetic work to release any of the fear, any of the doubt, any of the insecurity around it, and start bringing yourself into the magnetic vibe of it. Once you've got yourself aligned with that magnetic vibe, then and only then can you begin planning and taking action. And the reason why I say then and only then is because you want to make sure you're vibrationally matching with the desire that you're looking for, alongside, drum roll, the aligned actions, the soul aligned strategies, the purpose, the drive, the focus, the empowerment, the gratitude, the determination, and bringing it all together. Going to the next level, being magnetic to what you want, having a solid fucking plan, and committing and taking the action, you cannot fail. It's impossible. You may have to redirect a few paths. You may have some curveballs that come up and say, this isn't quite right, so we're going to shift or tweak and move, but you can't fail. So if there's nothing else that you take away from today, I want you to take this. Being magnetic means I cannot fail. I can only learn, I can only grow, I can only evolve. But I can plan, and I can take action, and I can lean into trusting myself. And breathe it out. You can achieve anything if you get into the magnetic vibe with it. So I'm going to leave you on that note for today. But I'll tell you what I would like you to do next. I'd like you to come and reach out to me on social media. You'll find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Come and find me. Go and buy my book on Amazon. And tell me what it is that you can do to shift your magnetic vibe today. Let me hold you accountable to that. If you haven't already, you can join the membership. radicallyaligned.co.uk. Come and join us. I'll see you in there. That's a wrap for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All these episodes are created in line with my book, Radically Aligned. Go check it out on Amazon, grab a copy, and let's get you started. At the back of the book, they'll also find a QR code where you'll get access to some amazing resources. You don't want to miss it. See you in the next episode.